The Bloodlines. Bloodlines. The Wellborn. The Sagacious. The Axiom. The Avarice. The Machiavellians. Welcome to the Bloodlines universe, a fully built-out world with a 200-year rich history of lore that all leads to our reveal launch trailer. Main story, premise. After 111 years under peaceful Wellborn rule and control, Wellborn King Ara II makes the decision on his deathbed to name his second oldest son, Jono, the heir to the throne and ruler of all lands and bloodlines. The decision sparked a bloody rampage by the oldest son, Machia, who believed in purging all those who refused to submit to his rightful rule. The Great War led to the death of both Prince Machia and Prince Jono, and left the kingdom of Ara in complete destruction, with the system of rule completely revamped. There will never be another king who rules over all the lands of Ara anymore, like the Wellborn have done for so long. Not after the trauma of this bloody war, resulting in thousands of deaths, innocent and guilty alike. Since the end of the Great War, the Wellborn, Avarice, Sagacious, and Axiom bloodlines all ruled autonomously among themselves in their own lands for 20 years. The Machiavellians and those who support them are completely outlawed, and all four bloodlines have a pact to hunt every last Machiavellian and execute them in the blood arena. After 2 decades from the death of their leader and founder, it's as if the Machiavellians are an old myth, a scary bedtime story for the little children. But the last pure Machiavellian still lives, and she will go to the deepest ends to take revenge on those who killed her father and the Machiavellian bloodline. The Wellborn bloodline. Being descendants of Ara, the Wellborn bloodline has ruled the kingdom for over a century. Their royalty falls in line with their principles of justice, goodwill, kindness, and prosperity. They understand that their father Ara has always envisioned a world with no brutality, no injustice, and no crime. To fulfill this world, the Wellborn have maintained their treaty of peace with all bloodlines, and have created and instilled the laws of Ara with the intentions to spread virtue and morality across the lands. A century later, a Wellborn prince went rogue by mass murdering Avarice criminals and innocent alike to implement justice and a stronger control over the Avarice city, Heaven's Dump. This started the Great First War, which tore the trust of many away from centralized order. The kingdom of Ara became no more, and now all bloodlines rule autonomously among their own designated territories. Choosing the Wellborn bloodline would instantly give you elite status, wealth, and a rich history of royalty. Will you establish peace throughout the land and unite a kingdom under your rule once again? The Blood Arena. The Wellborn reputation has always been a kind and righteous one. However, their utmost priority is to always uphold justice across all lands. They have no problem passing down judgment on an Avarice criminal in order to protect the land of Ara. The first ever Wellborn, King Ara, created a designated area in the middle of the entire island called the Blood Arena. This is where all disputes are handled. There is no war outside the land of the Blood Arena. Those are the rules. The Avarice bloodline. The Avarice are the bottom feeders of the kingdom and have never been given their respect unless they demand it through force. The Avarice have a reputation for plundering the riches of other bloodlines, sometimes for greed, but other times because they must survive. They are forced to take matters into their own hands, whether it's through honest work or crime. They are well-rounded warriors who are willing to sacrifice their own lives to feed their families. Avarice that are having thoughts of rebelling against the kingdom grow and grow each day, as they are dissatisfied with their status in the kingdom. When a Wellborn prince started to use extreme brutality to destroy the avarice, this bloodline stood tall and were the first to secede from the kingdom, creating their own autonomous land with no rulers, no rules. The only rule they unanimously agree on is one for outsiders. Do not cross into our territory. Will you forge your own path and create a legacy that nobody will ever forget? The Axiom bloodline. The Axiom are the mightiest armed military in the entire land of Ara. From the very moment they turn 6, every Axiom is sent to military training, where they learn the craft of a warrior in a Spartanistic manner. They are fierce, and their loyalties have always lied with the ruling class, who gives them gold in exchange for military services. In the period of peace before the Great War, the Axiom were the official protectors of the kingdom and enforced the law. The Axiom were also in charge of protecting the border of Ara from any foreign invaders. After the Great War, the Axiom made it their mission to hunt down any members from the Machiavellian bloodline. But they must be careful, because it's the Machiavellians who might strike them within the shadows first. The Axiom have never been afraid from any threat. Are you brave enough to fight with the greatest warriors this world has ever seen? The Sagacious bloodline. The Sagacious are the pillars of wisdom and knowledge in the entire land of Ara. They have advised the ruling Wellborn for hundreds of years and were the official masters of accounting for the kingdom. They focus on all types of science and pride themselves on creating and inventing, innovating all for the advancement of human civilization. They invented the very system of currency for Ara, and as a result, they are the richest bloodline of all. To advance and expand their wealth, they created their own decentralized banking methods to help fund other bloodlines, but also expand their influence, wealth, and power across the entire land. They are at peace with every single bloodline, and with the Great War of the Bloodlines, they strategically position themselves, playing both sides, giving them victory no matter the outcome. If you believe knowledge is truly power, would you not join the most powerful bloodline of all? The Machiavellian bloodline. The Machiavellians are a bloodline that only originated at the start of the Great War, symbolizing all supporters of the true heir to the throne, King Machia. Without law and order, the world will fall apart, and to ensure that never happens, all power and control must be in our hands. King Machia was betrayed by his own father and brother, who stole the kingdom out of the hands of Machia. They ruined the Wellborn bloodline, and they allowed the avarice to continue what they had been doing for centuries, plundering our kingdom and our treasures, and destroying our lands. The only way to repay evil is with more evil. We must crush the opposition and rule with an iron fist. When the entire kingdom of Ara rebelled against us, we lost hope in any peace. We must fight to live, and we must kill for them to die. They call us villains, yet it is them who have drove us to the shadows. We must hide our identity and strike them from within. We have trained our new leader for 23 years, the only Machiavellian with true blood of her father, Queen Lotus. She will bring us glory with her master plan to create chaos, and it is through chaos where we will rise again. Will you join us from the shadows to destroy and eliminate all bloodlines from our new world? Roadmap. Phase 1. Build the Bloodlines universe. Develop the art, characters, and storyline. Phase 2. Partner with Telus Labs to launch Bloodlines into the mainstream NFT market. Phase 3. Mint 10,000 Bloodlines NFTs to create the Roadmap Fund. Phase 4. Staking launch tied with land drop of Aura on Bape's World. Each Bloodline will drop X amount of cities with different perks and abilities to level their Bloodline strength. Phase 5. Utilizing the Roadmap Fund, we will begin the production of the Bloodlines mocap pilot. Through staking, Bloodlines NFT holders will have exclusive rights to apply and submit resumes for jobs and join the team before the public. Jobs we may be hiring: voice actors, producers, writers, artists, directors, etc. Phase 6. Begin the production of the Bloodlines graphic novel. Through staking, Bloodlines NFT holders will have exclusive rights to apply and submit resumes for jobs and join the team before the public: writers, illustrators, marketing, etc. Phase 7. Bloodlines pilot world premiere live from Miami. Phase 8. Begin pitching Bloodlines to full TV show production studios and networks across the world, with the goal to land a giant deal. Phase 9. Once the show is picked up, 10% of equity will be divided amongst holders based on NFTs held. Allocation graph: 15% art team, 10% dev team, 10% studio team, 10% advisors, 10% marketing team, 5% ambassadors, 40% roadmap fund. Phase 1. Development. Reveal launch trailer. The Machiavellians have been in the shadows for 23 years, since the death of their leader, King Machia. Secretly trained in the art of war, his daughter, Queen Lotus, is ready to bring the Machiavellian bloodline back into power and create chaos. She will cross into Avarice territory dressed as a Wellborn in order to start the Second Great War.
Hey, Wellborn, are you lost?
You know, this is Avarice territory.
I think we'll show her a lesson now.
Yeah, let's teach this Wellborn girl.
Avarice is weak.
You see what? Say that again.
Foolish girl, you're done.
Try me.
You can be Wellborn.
Noitum Studios, Headquarters, United States. Noitum Write-Up. Founded in 2012, Noitum Limited works with a dedicated team of visionary engineers and scientists united by one goal: to redefine the motion capture paradigm. Noitum focuses its research and development on mapping the human body, its movements, and interaction with the environment. The company's name, Noitum, the word motion spelled backwards, embraces its dedication to the art of motion capture. Featured artist, Jev Belyaev. Jev Belyaev is a CG enthusiast driven by over a decade of passion for VFX and CGI. He has a strong artistic eye and technical background for the field of CG while working on various visual effects projects and films. His recent filmography consists of Aquaman, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Pokémon Detective Pikachu, Sonic the Hedgehog, The Monkey King, Cats, Upside Down Magic, The Glorias, and more. Currently, Jev holds the position of Technical Director at Rodeo FX. Previously, he held senior positions at MPC Film, Tangent Animation, Spin VFX, and others. Adil Berry, founder and CEO of Bloodlines. Adil graduated from the University of California with a degree in international relations, studying writing, politics, history, and immersive technology. He is a digital media specialist with an expansive background in video production, content distribution, strategic partnerships, interactive entertainment, motion capture, real-time animation, and managing virtual productions. Several startup companies Adil has invested in have been listed on stock markets internationally. His extensive portfolio of successful investments includes production companies, TV channels, esports tournaments, and gaming arenas. He has written for several reality TV shows and animated projects, and considers himself an experienced artist. He produces content in esports, children's animation, historical docuseries, and sci-fi. He has made a living providing intellectual property development services and works to custom-build IPs for untapped communities and converts them into dedicated fan bases. He is always building for universe franchise potential and creates stories, characters, and concepts for people to cheer on.